The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments. I know my amendments. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Yeah.
Alright, we're about to show y'all a video about your rights.
What inspired us to do this, well, what inspired me to do this was, really it came to me like a project.
Did you have to work with a lot of other students to complete this project?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So it's important for you to be able to talk and work with other people.
Yeah, communication is the key.
Did that song make you want to do it for other schools?
Yeah, I mean, I will. Like, it's fun for one. So, you know, anything I can do to help, I'm willing to do.
The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments.
What ways has this been beneficial to your class?
Well, bullying is definitely an issue that affects our students. So just having, older students come in and talk about why it's wrong and, things that they can do to help stop the bullying definitely encourages them because, to hear from us is like, we're teachers, but to hear from students, older than them, people that they look up to, then it makes it more real for them. So this was an awesome thing that you all did. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments. I know my amendments. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Yeah. I got freedom of speech, and now that I'm 18, I'm about to VOTE, like the deacon who preach, or a teacher that teach. Thank Dr. King for the dream he had to provide Amendment 13 and 14. And I never understood the hatred they had towards women. They didn't even have the right to vote until 1920. No sir, you can't search my house without a probable reason. Invading my private life, trying to see how I'm living. Yeah, the Sixth Amendment was made for folks without a lawyer. If you can't afford one, then the PA is provided for you. If the law was crazy, talking about we separate but equal, MLK didn't stand for that, and Rosa Parks didn't either. Presidential elections is a battle for the people. Brothers killing brothers, man, the U.S. getting weaker. If you don't work, you don't eat. So I gotta feed my people, trying to hide out in my house, but I ain't messing with you or your lethal. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments, the amendments, the amendments. The amendments. I know my amendments. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press. Freedom of my rights that the government cannot protest. Yeah.
I mean, like, I really enjoyed the whole thing, but overall, I just enjoy, like, reaching out to the kids you know, just giving them something positive to bop their heads to, other than, you know, just trash or full of cuss words. But it was cool and a nice experience, you know.
I basically enjoyed like the whole process of the project and us learning about our rights in depth, and I feel like it helped me understand them even more.
During this project, the one thing that I really enjoyed out of everything is seeing how me and my peers can come together as one and get this project done.
I enjoyed the fact that I could express myself through a way that I know best, through video production. And I love that I had some sort of creative freedom in terms of how to cut it, what to add on, and everything. I just enjoyed the whole project in general, from beginning to end, and it was just really fun.
What I found out about myself is that, like, when it comes to writing and I guess like dropping like new songs and doing remixes, it's not just all about like reaching just one particular audience. Like, I find out I can reach more than just my peers. I find out I can reach, you know, like little kids or elderlies, and educationally wise, make a rap. But yeah.
That I can collaborate good with others, and that it's sometimes challenging, but it's a challenge working with other people, and sometimes it's fun.
What I learned about myself during doing this PBL is that I am very creative.
I learned about myself that I enjoy collaboration. I love being able to hear ideas from others so I can either apply those or suggest ideas that are similar to or maybe even better than the ones they suggested, just to like make everything richer.